And you better talk to me nicely. Next to blow, little bitch, I might be. Can't forget all the days they overpriced me. So now that we up.
Hi guys, welcome back to Talk to Me Nice, where we besties discuss love, life, and everything in between openly and honestly. I'm Monique.
I'm Maria.
I'm Sia.
And I'm Nauna.
And this is episode 2. In the previous episode, you got to know us on a personality level. And I think it's better now that we dive deep because I think no one really knows who we are and how we actually met. And there's a lot in there that we have to go through and unfold because we literally are married foursome.
Whoa.
We're a package deal. And we done been through a divorce. No, I would call it a separation.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I was like, wait, who's got a divorce?
A reconciliation. And all in between, and so many different factors that I think you guys should know before we go on to more juicier episodes. And then we'll go through the topics that I think we did a poll this week on what you guys wanted to see, and we got some good feedback on. A lot of y'all want to know the tea.
Yes.
And I mean, if you ask for it, you're gonna get it. Don't because
Don't sleep on us.
Yeah, don't sleep on us. We're coming. Yeah. So let's just get into it and get started. I think it's best to start from the beginning, and I think that's first with these two. So yeah. Actually, yes. Before we forget, we are.
Before we start,
It's very rare that she forgets about a big back moment.
Oh wow!
Keisha said that we were big backs. So
Yeah.
let's just Keisha.
And for those who don't know who Keisha is, it's my sister-in-law.
Yes,
And she likes to troll all of us.
our biggest troll.
No, but
back.
she means well.
Yes.
She means well, but this is for you.
Sorry. Yes. So we're gonna bring in at the beginning of each episode, because it's only right that we're all big backs.
Yes.
That we have, or one of us bring in something to snack on.
Yeah.
And this one we already know we love.
Yeah.
But the next few episodes will bring stuff that maybe they haven't tried. And we can just go through and I'll give our honest thoughts and opinions. So, what is this?
This is my caramel slice.
She sells these, guys. Oh, she did sell them.
Hold on. I just did.
No orders.
Unless
Just look with the eyes, and that's it.
She did sell these at a time, but I guess she's not selling them anymore. But they are so yum.
Only exclusive.
And if you're lucky enough, you're lucky enough.
Yeah.
If not, it is what it is. So I'm going to take one. I want the corner. Sorry, guys. I want the biggest piece.
For the biggest back.
Played a game of netball today. Okay, I think I deserve that.
And injured too.
Oh,
Let's pray before we eat this caramel slice.
Oh, what? I'm not going to poison you guys.
Thank you, Lord, for this caramel slice. I pray you bless it as we eat it. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay, I am Nauna, as you may know from the beginning, and Maria is my baby sister. We have 12 siblings, so we have 4 real, 4 halves, and 4 step.
Full blood, not real.
Sorry.
They're fake.
It's not AI.
They're robots,
parent.
guys. They're robots.
No, yeah, 4 blood. Sorry, yeah. So add to it, Maria, if you wanted to add to it. But so we got 2 siblings, stepdad, stepmom. Parents, both our parents split. Separated when we were young.
So
our stepdad was
blended.
pretty much in our lives quite long, in the duration of our lives. In high school, growing up as kids, we were separated, so all of us girls were living with my mum and my brother was with my dad. So that's our blended family. It's crazy being part of a blended family. There's a lot of dramas and stuff, but now as
growing
adults,
up, but as
much
adults,
much
way
better.
So what number are you out of?
I'm number 2.
I'm number 3
right
out
after me.
of 8, but I don't know what number I am out of 12.
Remember, Eli's older than you.
No, I am.
Oh, Josh is older than me. He's May 1st, 1996, and you're May 5th, and then I'm 5th of September. So they're both. Oh yeah.
What? I'm not your sister. I mean, we are, but we're not. But I feel blessed that you counted me
So I'm
in the
fourth.
12th sibling.
Yeah, that will make you fourth, and you're like third.
Third. So go Cynthia, Josh, and then me. Yep. So that's like all of the siblings, if you had to say, yeah. So that's pretty much us in a nutshell. Yeah. So there's more girls than boys if we add everyone's. Yeah, more girls than boys. Yeah.
And where did you guys grow up? Or where were you born and then where did you guys grow up?
So we were born in New Zealand, Waitakere Hospital, or Waitakere, however you want to pronounce it. I've got an Aussie accent now, guys.
It's Australian.
Yeah, it's Australian. But then we moved when I was like 9, so I don't know how old you were, to Australia.
11.
2008.
Yeah.
2008. So we've been here since 2008.
We actually moved to Brisbane first.
Oh yeah.
My mum, my mum was heavily pregnant, and
That's
she
why
gave
Heaven's a Queenslander.
Queenslander.
I didn't
And
know that
go New
either.
South Wales.
Yeah, New South Wales. all
New
the
South Wales
day.
in your mouth.
And then 1 week after she was born, we didn't catch a flight to Sydney. We caught a 14-hour train all the way down to Sydney. So then when we got off, like literally the floor was like rocking because that's literally 14 hours, so that Heaven's ears don't pop. That was the whole reason why we caught a train. Yeah.
I never knew that.
You didn't know that? Oh my goodness. And Uncle James picked us up and Auntie Emma at the time and all that stuff.
We stayed with them.
We stayed with them. And Ramsgate House, you know the Ramsgate House? Yes, on the main road. Yep. And that's where we stayed. And that's how it all started. Housing started from there.
But how it's so hard living with family.
It is.
Like, it
Other
is.
people, like not other people, other family. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's so hard. But yeah.
Well, that's us. Yeah. And now we're in Sydney. And then,
So I'm Monique, obviously, and I am Nauna and Maria's cousin. We're like second cousins.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't.
And how do I put it? Our moms are best friends, and they're actually first cousins. So basically, their grandma and my grandpa are brother and sister.
Yep.
How do I explain? So I'm born in New Zealand, out west, Waitakere as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're all in the same
I don't know why I
hospital.
thought you guys were born out south. No, I don't know. No, just
No. My dad's from there. My dad's
No,
from
I was expecting to hear Middlemore because that's all I hear whenever.
Cynthia was. Oh, no. Cynthia was,
Green Lane.
Royal Hospital.
yeah.
Royal Women's Hospital.
Oh, okay. I was born in New Zealand, and I am a family of 6 girls.
6 girls. Did you hear that? 6.
My mom tried 6 times for a boy, and she just gave up on the 6th one. And and now we're blessed with boys as her grandsons. So I think it just skipped a generation.
Shout out to Carson, my godson. I love you.
No, but yeah, I'm born in New Zealand, grew up there until 2000 and I think it was 2004. My grandparents moved over to Australia, and my dad actually moved to France to play professional rugby, but he ditched us. He did not take us. No, he didn't ditch us, but at that time, that was like when footy was up and coming, union overseas and having international players go. So it wasn't a big contract, and to be safe from us going there and relocating, he wanted to go first. See if he could crack it and then come back and get us and then take us. So in that time, we were living with my mum's, I say my in-laws, how bad? My mum's in-laws, so my dad's family out south in Mangrove, Favona. And it didn't go well, and we ended up moving to Sydney on a whim. I think that's how I feel. Sorry, Mum. And we moved into Ramsgate. And the OG
yellow house.
yellow house on Shooter Ave. And you guys weren't there at the time.
We were. You left to France before we got there.
Yeah, so we left to France in 2007. So my dad came back and he was like, "Let's go." But we actually went to France in 2000 and I think it was 6 for our first time. Yeah, my dad brought us over for Christmas. We went to Paris and then Lyon and we had Disneyland and everything, whatever.
Yeah.
Then he sent us back to Sydney so he could finalize whatever he needed to. But in saying that, our mums, like, we were close growing up as babies. And then I went to France and that kind of shifted because I ended up living there. So my dad straight took us out of school. I was in year 5, ready to go to year 6 at Ramsgate Public School. And, I was living my best life, like sport-wise. I was ready to go to Endeavour. I don't know what in my mind thought Endeavour was the best school to go to. But I was like for netball. So everyone was just like, yeah, Endeavour, you're going to do things. You're going to be the next, Australian, whatever. What do they call them? Swifts? No Swift jokes. Diamond.
Diamonds.
Gonna be the next diamond netball player. And then my dad straight hijacked me. I was like, "You're going to France." And literally, the town that he played for was like the smallest. Like the town was like one road. And no international school. And he was just like, "There's no international school. You're going to high school," and threw me in the deep end. So that changed my mentality on things, and obviously having to hustle. And grateful because I've traveled the world and done a lot for my age.
Are you scared?
100%.
Yeah, changing like schools from like. Yeah,
but also culture and.
It was just drastic. Like you just moved and then boom.
And like I was. Not fat shaming or anything. I was skinny, okay? But them Europeans, they're a different build.
Oh, yes.
And they have a different mentality. Like, they're very, very obsessed with your image. And schooling isn't uniform. It's mufti and every day. So it's a lot of brands. And so that changed my mentality.
Yes.
All the way right through. So I stayed there for 10 years. And in that time... grew distant from my cousins and stuff because obviously I wasn't with them, so I had to make my own family. And I grew up in the generation of footy players that had kids that were older. There was no older kid our age, me and my sister's age, who's just under me. So we didn't get to have like, other, like right now at this day and age, there's a lot of footy players or Samoan islanders and that play footy overseas, and they've got kids that are all in the age, but we never had that. We had like one, Natalia, your guys' cousin on the other side. Like they're OG, like they're OGs in France. They're the only ones that were the same age as us, but other than that, there was no one. So in that time, the 10 years that I was there, I finally came back, and then
How old were you?
I came back 18.
18 years old.
Ooh,
I left.
I was fresh. You know what?
Ready to go, weren't you?
Yeah.
I was fresh and literally.
Straight to Sydney?
Yeah, straight to Sydney.
So, yeah.
I was sold. I came back.
Yes.
You were here.
I was here.
Yeah.
And I came back, but I wasn't talking to these guys. Like,
Nah, I was in Queensland at the time.
I wasn't,
here.
But during that time, there's still so much to go
We
through.
were much closer to her other sister, like the younger one, Moana.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the time. That we didn't know each other at the time. Yeah.
And I came back and I made friends with people not knowing that they had all this like
Drama.
just all this drama, and I was just like, I just came back ready to just party. So like I came back to my cousin Kennedy, my actual first cousin. He's like the only boy of our age. Like we're a girl dominated family.
Yeah.
And I think, I just came back and I just made friends with his friends, not knowing that they had like their own thing. And so, it was just a real divide.
Yes.
And then that's when Sia comes into the picture because in that whole 10-year gap, you were here with them.
But how did you guys start linking up? You, Helena,
Bankstown.
I think
When
she
she was
just
in Bankstown.
realized her friends
Yeah, I realized my friends weren't
not
it.
on the same vibe, and we're like, we told you so.
Yeah, because they did. They actually did. Like she did with Cynthia.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
Because she was in Gladstone.
Yeah.
And she was going viral for her stuff. And I wasn't like, at the time, I was like out the gates with my stuff, but I was low key. But she was like, she portrayed everything that I did low key. Like, so we were we've always been the same.
Yes.
We just never got to connect because she wasn't around.
Yes.
And then I wasn't around when she finally came around.
But mind you, when I was in Queensland, we would talk non-stop. Like, the amount of, like, we would call each other, tell each other stuff. I'd be like, oh, my goodness, I'm doing nothing. And she's already going out with Melissa at the time and Courtney.
Yeah. So, the way I come into the picture, since we're getting there, I'm Nelna's best friend.
Yes.
And how we met will always make me laugh because...
Look, can we just say she was from Bethany, okay?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Ew.
Hater. You don't like hater.
Nah, I do.
Okay.
I didn't like it. I went to Bethany College for high school. Wasn't my choice. I had to. And then I remember every year I would always try and convince my parents, like, come up with a new excuse.
Yeah.
I need to move, because mind you, my brother, my cousins, they were all going to Endeavour. And I'm like, why didn't I get the option to go to Endeavour? I played sport.
Yeah.
Just chuck me in sport for no reason.
Think about it, yeah. Oh, was there a
they got
reason?
choice.
Was there a reason why you didn't get a choice? No.
I honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I never knew, but I kind of knew my parents because we're Catholic.
Yes.
I'm Catholic.
Yep.
I went to a Catholic primary school, and I just knew.
Like you're the youngest too?
No, because my sister went to Bethany.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it makes sense. Yeah.
And when I saw that my mum kept her uniform,
What the
it was game over.
Did you fit it?
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm skinny back then.
You are skinny now.
No, but yeah, when I knew my mum kept her uniform and the school bag, I had no choice. I was going. Yeah. Anyways, so by year 10, because obviously you start picking your subjects and that.
Yes.
By year 10, I came up with an excuse that there were more TAFE courses that you can do in public schools than you can do at a private school.
Is that the truth? Or is it a lie?
No. Oh, honestly, it was my truth.
Ooh, auntie, she lied.
It was my truth.
Well, she'll find out now, is it? Well, yeah. So I was like, oh, they're not doing hairdressing course for Bethany. I want to do it. Like, I want to do this course.
Yes.
And then my parents, I don't know. I told my mom. I never really talked to my dad about it because mom was like the decision maker.
Yes.
So I always have to convince my mom, and then the other one will
like
follow.
with us too. It's always mums. Yeah.
I don't know how I convinced them, but my parents were like, okay, we'll agree to let you move, but you're not going to Endeavour. It's going to be a local school. Oh. And they said it's between Cogra and Morford. And I was like, I ain't going to no Cogra High.
Why? Why at the time?
Andy went to Cogra.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he did.
That's just a weird.
I don't know.
Was.
Really? Weird school? Oh.
You never heard?
No, like back in the days, like I think I would have gone to a co-ed. Like I kind
of wanted to know what it was like to go to a co-ed.
I wouldn't have minded going to a co-ed, obviously, because I was trying to get Endeavour, but not that co-ed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I was like, you know what, Moorfield. My older sister used to go there. What's the harm?
Yeah.
Right?
Wow. Look at the choices.
Yeah. So then mind you, there was a girl that was in my year. She just disappeared. She was Fijian. She disappeared. Like,
oh, wow.
She used to just walk out of class. I think she was going through like a mental thing. She had moved to Moorfield.
Oh.
Yeah. So when I went to go do my interview with my mum, I saw her there and she saw me there and she's like, oh, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I'm moving here. And then by the time I started, she left and I was like, oh, because of me. Yeah, I don't know what happened with her, but that's a side story.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ended up going to Moorfield.
Yes. Did you like it?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it was so laid back.
Yeah.
The thing was,
Love it.
I remember another excuse I gave my parents was they're paying all this money a term for a private school. Then it's like the same thing.
Exactly.
Just pay less at a public school. Mind you, my older two siblings up in Inget, they got to move their senior year.
Oh, okay.
and they went to Oatley campus.
Yep.
So I was like, well, let me move.
Yes.
Let me do this. So that was the only way that I could move.
Yeah.
So I used to just like when the year started, I would just sit at the back of whatever class I was in, and then Antoinette, I think, which another girl that was in our year, she just came up to me randomly and she's like, "Do you smoke?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was a smoker. Yeah, Antoinette.
Mind you, I wasn't like a active smoker, but like if
you
I was
did.
offered one,
Yeah.
I'll smoke.
Yes.
Typical.
I'm just telling on myself.
Yes.
And then
How old
she
were
was
you?
like, I was 16.
Yeah, you are that young. 16, 17. Yes.
Yeah, I was
10,
16.
Yep.
Yeah. So we would on lunch breaks, we'll cross the road to the alleyway,
Yep.
have a smoke, whatever. So that was like my first week and a bit or whatever. But then the way I met Nauna was I was sitting in maths class at the back where I normally am, minding my business. And this one just, mind you, I was hearing whispers, "Where's Nauna? Where's Nauna?" They kept asking Antoinette. And I was like, who's this Nauna? I'm like, who's this Nauna? What's so special about this?
She was in a fucking ride of her life, man.
Yeah.
She's like, oh.
And then Nauna shows up late, mind you, with her late pass or whatever. And I'm sitting at the
Because I was
back.
probably washing kids' ass.
Yeah, probably. If anything, that makes sense.
Wiping your brother's
Ass, yeah, that's why I was late, okay.
Yeah. And then she comes up with her late pass and she's like, "Hey, miss." And then everyone's like, "Nauna." And I'm like, "Oh, that's Nauna." But I'm just sitting at the back, just minding my business, doing my work. And then I looked at her and she just gives her late pass to the teacher. And then I'm like, "You better not come to me." I had a free desk, okay? And then she just walks and puts her bag down next to me, sits down, and she's like, "Hey." And I was like, "Hey." And the rest was basically history.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yep.
got to know each
we
other.
shared phone. Fun fact, me and my sisters weren't allowed any phones.
Yeah.
We were never given phones until we were able to get our own job and pay for our own phone.
So annoying, by the way.
Freaking annoying.
Everyone's like iPhone 6, and I'm like,
iPhone 5, and I was like, and like if we had to call our mom, it's either of our friends' phones.
Yeah.
At the office, we had to use the office phone. Like, ugh. Anyways, we used to use her phone for music. We will share it. We will like everything. Like she had.
What was mine was hers.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, yeah, we get to listen to songs. This is so cool. That I had a job interview at KFC in San Susie. That I said, "Marie, can I borrow your pink bag?" It was a pink Nike skinny bag at the time.
Yeah.
And I only had I had no phone. And it's like there was headphones in there, but no phone. I was early and I pulled a zip, right? And I put the headphones in and act like the phone's in the bag. I'm listening to nothing. That's how bad it is. Like, I don't believe, like,
no,
look,
but our mom,
she
did
like,
not play with her money.
like nothing. We could not
If
get
it
any
wasn't
phone.
broken, she wouldn't replace it. And even if it was, you're
Pretty
gluing
much,
it back together.
And she was our like third wheeler, like in the sense of like.
Oh
she
yeah,
had-
I was the third wheeler in this friendship.
So like me and Nana will always have like we had most of our classes
had my own
together.
friends.
Yes, most.
Most of our
She
classes
has friends, guys.
I had friends. But
Yeah.
I feel like my group, we hung out together, yes. But like,
The bonds weren't deep. It
it wasn't
deep,
as deep. I
as
feel
connected.
Yeah. It was just eat your lunch and that's it. Like, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like you're talking about things, futures and.
Like I still I think now, like I only have like 2 friends that I still see outside of high school.
I mean that's the same
excuse
with me
me.
with you two.
Yeah.
But yeah, Maria was always with us on our lunch breaks and when and it was just like natural that when we graduated
Yes.
and
I was alone.
For 2 years.
Bro, I walked
2
to
more
school,
years,
walked
yeah.
like back home by myself, picked up the kids by myself.
oh my
I
gosh.
was just,
Yeah.
You guys are doing your things because you gapped it. You gapped it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Gapped
she
it to
left.
Brisbane.
Because my mom was batshit crazy, man. Like, my sister.
As soon as you graduated.
Gotta go. Yep.
Yeah, I remember
It was so
we used to
sad.
talk about it and you were like, I don't know. I'm like, honestly, if it's for your mental health.
Yes, but it was
No.
actually really devastating because we were like like literally like this. And it was like, are you sure? She was like saying to me, are you sure? I said, I gotta go. I have to go. Like, I don't know how I went, because I'm scared to do things. And to be like, to finish high school is like a big thing. And then just to go.
And then not
to
know
your
what you're gonna do.
Like, this is not, there's no sister there.
So where does your dad live?
He lived in Gladstone in Queensland. And my brother Santana, if you girls know who that is, he lived with my dad at the time. And so it was just boys. And like my stepmom, she had 3 boys and 1 daughter. And she was so young at the time when I moved over. So I was literally the only person, like kind of female at that age around boys, literally. And yeah, I guess that's what was easy, is like I was kind of like the only girl at the time, in the sense. So I got my own room every time we moved. The boys had to share rooms. Anya too, she got her own room as well. But it was just, it was definitely scary. I think it hit me when, like what you were saying, I missed my sisters. I was crying. I was like, Maria, come please.
We were having a blast.
Yeah.
Me and Cynthia, we were like this. We were like, because she's spontaneous. We would go out to the beach, go for drives.
And I'll miss it. But then I was like, no, don't. It's
like,
okay.
Nana,
It's
you're
just-
missing out. She's like, oh, fuck you. I'm just like literally just working right now. And it's so boring here. And we're like, too bad. And then we're like, move over.
Yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, I'm coming back.
And I think it's important to note, and only if you're comfortable, she went one person, and she came back physically like
Oh, yeah.
a different person. And if you have photos, I think you probably burn them. But if you have, like, just to like do a quick thumbnail of what it was, and like I feel like you discovered yourself, because
Oh, that too, I forgot. Yeah, so when I went to Queensland, let's just say this person broke my heart on social media. I thought he was my boyfriend, but really, like, you know,
you weren't even official.
yeah, it wasn't even a thing. But remember, I had no phone. Once I got my hands on a phone, I was like, oh my gosh, anything that was looking my way, I was like, oh my gosh, it's my lover. Like, I literally took everything what he said, like, to heart. And then to see him go to his own life, I was like, okay, you broke my heart. So I was making this up in my head like we broke up. I was like, okay. And that's when I started focusing on myself. I started, and I was obsessed to the point where I wasn't working straight away. So my older sister was working back in Sydney, Cynthia. So I used to call her every day, and it was popping back in the days as waist trainers. They still are now. And I said, please buy me a waist trainer and I'll pay you back when I start work. She goes, no, get your own job, get your own money and pay for it, because my dad wouldn't give it. He wouldn't nudge. No one would nudge. So I was just sitting there like, oh, frick. I just had to wait until I get a job. But I really wanted to look hot then. And I was like, no, I want to be great. And then Cinder's like, no. So when I got my first pay, I bought my own iPhone 5, and then I bought a waist trainer. And then when I bought the waist trainer, that's when everything was just,
I was saying, we got back. You were planning on moving back. I had just gotten back. We couldn't bond a close relationship because of the trauma that was happening. But that's a story for another time. And then I met my partner, my current partner. And that was like the decision for me, like 100%. I wasn't going home. And then I got pregnant.
Yes.
I got pregnant.
Yes. And then he's the first on our side, I think.
He's the first from our generation.
Generation, correct.
And you finally do come back.
Yes.
And I think when I was
I went to Samoa.
Yeah.
And then I came back, yes.
Just when I met my partner, I started realizing a lot of things about, I wouldn't say bad things about my friends, but we just grew apart. Like, life didn't align, like my family values and my values as a person and morals. Morals. Big T. My morals as a person didn't align with my current friends. And so I just kind of distanced myself. And then I planned to finish a course in New Zealand. And me and Danny flew to New Zealand.
That's right, yes.
And I didn't know I was pregnant. I didn't know, okay? Because everyone thinks I straight flew to New Zealand knowing that I was pregnant. I flew there. I was so sick for like weeks. And then I was just like, oh, I'm late. And Danny was just like, nah, it's probably because you up and left your family. Like, I don't think people realize how close I am to my family, like my sisters and my mom. My mom is like my everything.
Correct. Yep.
So being distant from her
It took a toll.
It took a toll. And then to know that I was pregnant in New Zealand and I had literally no one. It sucked. And I got into an argument with Danny in New Zealand. Yeah. I'm sorry to Danny's family. We literally got into an argument and the hormones was just hormoning. And I was just like, and he drove off. I was like, oh, I need to make a dramatic exit. I called my mom, called my dad, called my mom, called my grandpa, and I did a repeat of how I gapped it from France. I was like, I want to come home. I hate New Zealand. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love my in-laws. My in-laws did nothing to me. They were the best. Like I had the best, easy pregnancy. But my family and my mom was going through it with the separation and divorce.
Yeah.
And so that made me up and come back. Yes, and then mum was like, you need to reconnect with your cousins. Like, you know, your cousins told you, your friends weren't aligning with what you're thinking and you didn't listen to them and you were graduating. Remember, I came back and then we had lunch and I was pregnant. Like I was due.
Yeah.
I took her to lunch after her. We went to lunch together with. And then that was it. Like we rekindled and then I think you came back.
Yes.
And then you guys were at High Flyers, I think. High Flyers having lunch.
Yes, correct. And then I saw
Danny. Yeah. And then we did our my baby shower.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember. Yes. I think it was you, Cynthia, and Loa.
Yes. And I met Danny. Yep.
And then that's how we rekindled our family. Like just got closer. And then we just just partied and rocked out.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then I met Sia.
Yeah. Yes. At the house, your guys' old house.
Oh my gosh, that was the OG house, man.
Yeah. What did we call it? The trap house.
No, it's the rat. We call it the rat house.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't.
The rat house. The rat house. The trap house. Keep it real. It was the rat house because it was Francis. And it was. Honestly, shout out to that house because like it really took because my mom had a divorce as well. So when that happened, it was the second time of us going through a separation. So separation with our dad and then separation with our stepdad. And then that's when the rat house came into place, and that was the only thing that my mom could get approval of at that time. And we pretty much helped her out. Like I was still there when I met John, and I came to Sia and Inge's house to kill time because I was so embarrassed to show John my rat house. So remember when I came over and we were like at that time I was smoking. So I picked up smoking.
Because of me.
Yes, I picked up smoking. I don't smoke anymore. Yeah. I went to kill time she was at her sister's house, and I was like so dreading. I was like, how am I going to tell him this is my where I live? When I pulled up, I didn't know how to say, oh, it's that one there. And we pulled up, and I was like, don't fucking judge me, but okay, it's not the best. He's like, oh, trust me, my punch bowl house, it ain't, I don't have a garage door. I don't have, well, it kind of looks like I live in a garage. He's like, oh, this is fine. And I knew he was lying. He was like, this is okay.
I've been lying because the house that he was living in Punch Bowl, they've been there for years, just like how we've been in our house for years.
Yes.
And I've seen that house in all kinds of states.
Yes. That's why he's saying
there's anything anything bad against,
He's like, trust me, I've been. What do you mean? And then I was like, oh my gosh. And then once I got over that, I was like, okay, there's nothing else that's shitty in my life. That's about it.
How we tie it to each other more is because she's married my cousin, who I was also close with. Yes. So she's actually family. Yeah. So we were already family, but now we family.
Yes. I married her cousin.
She's an Olive.
Yes.
But
that's where we met.
Where did we meet? What was it?
At the rat house.
I can't remember.
We were going out somewhere. Yeah.
Was it? I feel like, did we meet before then at Bankstown?
No.
At my house? Didn't you come over?
No.
Or maybe that was just
no. She's never been to Bankstown. She never, because I've only been to Bankstown a couple of times myself. Yeah. She's never been. There was never a time that we were all at Bankstown. Yeah. Remember that time your dad was doing the donut thing and you were pregnant?
And I remember watching those stories.
Yes,
I remember watching
the donut thing.
Yeah, I have it on Snapchat. It's funny. Your dad was talking about donuts, Krispy Kremes, and you're like, Dad.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I know which one you're talking about. Yes. I have that on my videos.
Yeah, we're all in our sitting room, her sitting room, Bankstown. So I was only a couple times, but no, I think
me and Monique met at the rat house because we were all we're planning to go out.
That was the real, and
it was a drink up place.
Yep.
It was.
Yep.
we were like oldies. We were doing drink ups at the house. Like, actually, no, we call it prees.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot.
But
Yes.
we weren't oldies where we just drink
Oh
at
yeah,
the house.
yeah. We were. Yeah. No,
I don't
we
think
were still
at
young
that-
at heart at
I
that
don't
time.
think
Yeah.
at that time I would have been able to just sit at the house the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
night and drink.
Oh no. We
had
went
to be
out.
outside
Yes.
on the street.
Yeah.
The way that we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we met, and then we just hit it off.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, we were going to the party.
We went somewhere.
The Kayla's party.
Yes.
Oh yes,
And I went to your
Yes.
house and we got changed.
I was convincing you to
Yeah.
on the phone. I think you called her, and I was like, just come.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yes.
I was like, I want to meet Nana's best friend, and I was like, and your friend
And we
Nana's
all went.
friend
Yes,
of
and you
mine.
met Kayla and Kennedy, and then yeah.
I remember. I
Kenny's
already knew-
21st. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it was
That was
his
Kenny's.
21st.
Yeah, it was his 21st. So yes, we met after I gave birth.
Yes.
So
Yes.
she came back, and then we all rekindled, and we
Yes.
got really close.
Yep.
Then I had my baby shower.
Yep.
And they met my in-laws, and then I gave birth, and then I met you because it was straight after that. And then we just hit it off.
Like, it was crazy because like what I was back then. I didn't know that Danny's cousins knew who I was already, and that's what freaked me the hell out. It's like a lot of people knew who I was before I met them, and that's the thing about being public. That's the thing about not being aware that like people can like know you. And I was like, and I was like, oh okay, and I was like, oh, when did you start following? Oh, like about like ages ago. I'm like, so you're seeing everything, and it just makes me like, I posted this, and everyone could, and I just get like a knot in my stomach. I'm like, oh crap, they know, like, because I went to a baby shower and they're like, oh hi, like I'm trying to act like some nice, like hi, and they already know I'm some funny ratchet,
Working on the internet.
They're like, don't hi us, we know exactly what
We seen that bounce that booty all over like a basketball.
That's how I was like, oh damn it, I can't like act like I'm like some good, like, oh hi.
But then that was like our crew. It was literally us four, and then my partner and his cousins.
Yep.
His two
Oh
cousins.
wow, yeah.
For ages, like
Oh wow.
for ages.
Yep.
Years.
Yep.
Just had to put it out there.
Yep.
It was always friends.
Yes.
Yes.
Nothing ever more than that.
Oh yes.
Hit it off instantly.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it got us to. This is where we bring up
The tea.
the tea.
Aha. Yes.
Because I think we're all growing. We were all growing
Young and
young and just
trying to figure out. We were dumb. We were
we're dumb.
Yeah, we're honestly like we thought we knew what life was, and we thought the issues that we thought we were having were issues, but they really weren't.
They really weren't.
It was not even an issue, and I think because it comes with immaturity and youngness and not knowing, I think we really acted on
our emotions.
We acted on like, I'm feeling like this, boom. Don't think about it, just do it, reap what you sow after. And if it means
And not only that, I feel like sometimes we thought selfishly.
Yeah.
We didn't consider other like your feelings, her feelings.
Nah, we
lived
just
it
did.
we just did what we wanted to do, but didn't even think twice
What-
about
how it could
how
affect
it affected you, how it affected me.
Yeah.
And so we just said it, and it, and it had repercussions.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Yeah. So I think we just might as well come out with it. Like, so we obviously there's four of us, and these two are sisters, and then there's us two. So there was a time where I don't know what was it. I think we didn't know how to come at each other without coming across offensive.
Yes.
Which now we openly do. Like we're just like, or like sometimes we're too brutally honest, and like we'll take one thing and then until someone's like, yeah, jokes, I was joking, or like we don't read the jokes because we text a lot, we message a lot.
Yes.
And then I literally read whatever just comes.
Yeah.
Unless there's an emoji.
Yes.
And Maria texts just normal, like just what her mouth is. Like so you've gotta keep in mind how Maria is like that. And I think at that time, Maria also being young
Yes.
of our group, but
Yes.
not getting to do, but like doing what we were doing,
Yes.
it got ahead of
grew up
herself
fast,
a little
yes.
bit. She
She
grew up fast.
Yeah.
Because I was not the best influence, and I was
I'd
literally.
say me and you.
Yeah. Because we were kind of like her biggest sisters.
Yeah.
Because, best friend, we're like sissies. We call each other sissies. And, it was just like, yeah, get it. Just do it. Yeah, live your life. Oh, my
We were
gosh.
pushing her on the street and she was never from the street.
Yeah,
It
literally.
was bad. And that's what I argued with my older sister with, because she would see that and she'd be like, no, she's too young.
Yeah.
She just turned 18. She's not allowed out. What the hell? I'm like, shut your mouth. She's 18. She's legal. And I knew it was wrong at the time. But again, immature. And I just wanted, to just live it up and be like, yeah, let's live it. And
even when I was out,
Yeah.
I am legal, but at the same time, I wasn't.
You were still
I was still
within
not-
reason. Within reason.
Oh, she wasn't we were just.
Wasn't like-
I'm just saying,
but
I would
guess
always push
timing,
her.
yeah.
I would always push her to be more ratchet or to be more out there. And
Because there was a lot of let go and we kind of let a lot of things slide.
Yeah.
I think there was certain things that you didn't realize would come across as offensive to us. Like little, how would I say it? Remember when we had our talk, it was just little things like attitude or things like that, but we couldn't say it, but we just take it in. And then I think it just came to a boiling point.
I think it built up.
It built up. But at the
Because we're not
time,
saying anything.
we weren't saying anything and we didn't know how to. And then Nana was very passive.
yeah.
Not that you didn't. I think because you're just very airy, not airy fairy, but
I am actually every fairy.
She's airy fairy, but
Yes.
she wouldn't see it because it's it's just when we all talk to each other, we talk but then when you talk, it's different. When sisters talk to each other, but it can come across offensive. That was kind of something like that, and then it built up over stupid shit. Literally, we could have just told her, and then we were like it's not on, but we didn't know how to approach it, and so we just built that resentment because it just felt like.
Which is not fair.
It wasn't fair.
Because she's not going to know any better.
Yeah.
And she's
And
not going
that's
to know
what-
why we're reacting a certain way when it happens.
Yeah.
And
But,
it built up resentment because we were just I just feel like, not ungrateful, but I just felt not even respect, because it's we all respected each other. I just felt
She was
hurt,
just young.
young, and we failed to learn that.
Yeah.
And then we built up resentment and we were talking. And then I think you guys went on a trip to New Zealand
And we
together.
went to New Zealand together for my birthday.
Yeah.
And that's when it basically all, in a way, came
It
out.
started from my 21st, then her 21st, and then that's when you guys left to New Zealand. Because I remember.
No, actually, 21st.
Yes.
Because remember,
Did he have a 21st?
Yes, he did. Remember
at
the hotel.
Oh, yes.
the hotel.
I heaps of stupid.
Wait,
Oh,
how did it
sorry.
start?
Wait,
Let's
but
cut that name.
No, not.
Cut that name. Bleep the name.
But not it
Was
didn't
he
start-
21st before us? No, after me. No.
No, he's after you, October.
Yeah, after me. He was after me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then yours was after his.
No, there was nothing at your 21st.
No, it was between me and Sue, and she said, you didn't announce me as thank you.
Oh, yes, that was not me.
What was this? What was this?
So afterwards, I was like, thank you to my mom, thank you to Laura for
Oh
everything.
my gosh, how petty am I?
And then she's like,
unloading trauma right now.
you didn't say thank you to me, your best friend. I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't
God,
know.
I really
But
said
this is what I'm saying. We were young and immature. There were certain things that,
How selfish of me.
No, sissy, when I think of it now, I was so ditzy in the sense of when we get into it, I was, selfish to the point where I didn't know how, how it affect my best friend or sister, whatever. I did things because I was never this person before. When I built this image of myself and this person, it was a lot of me. I need to look good. I need to do this. Me. And yeah, you're my girl, cool. But at the end of the day, I would step on anyone to get what I need. That was it. And and the repercussions in the sense of that. Yeah,
so
started
petty.
from there. Started
Oh
all.
my God, it's the fact that I don't even remember that too.
Okay, well then there you go. That was that.
And
then-
I was just like, what the frick? I was like, did I know? I was like, I didn't. And I was quiet. I just let it happen. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. Who am I?
change woman. then 21st.
I think when we No, I remember you were saying that they didn't put any money towards the
The bedroom.
Yes.
The bedroom.
Yes.
That was the bedroom.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't even know.
Remember? No, it wasn't you. Was it both of them?
I think it was both of them.
Oh,
at the
yes,
time.
yes.
Oh, because you guys went and slept.
Oh, I don't know about. Yeah,
I have no idea.
But see, again,
I have
that
no
was
idea
like
where I
very
slept.
thing, like very petty. thing.
I slept on the floor, I think.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
with
yeah.
John.
Because I remember, like, this
Yes.
one was just
Yes.
angry or whatever, like,
Yeah.
just annoyed
Yes.
with them by the end of the night. And when we got to the hotel, because they used their first day with John.
Honestly, I have no recollection.
They left
I
first.
remember.
See, again,
Was this
that
the
was
night?
that
Was
we
this the
didn't
night we
realize.
went-
Like, I didn't realize how drunk you were.
Was this the night we went to the club? No.
Yeah, we did.
And was with this one.
Oh
LinkedIn.
yes, because
on me.
no,
No, like LinkedIn, like you guys went entry together. Like
that was the
time.
first night we met. Bleep.
Yes.
It
It was. And the fish bowls.
was.
No?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
no. No?
Yes, it was.
Fish
It
bowls.
was.
I'm so,
We
listen,
were
I'm bad with
so
timelines.
wasted.
Yes.
We were so wasted. And then I ended up sharing a room with Bleep and me
Yes.
and Danny.
Yes.
And I was just
No.
like, yeah, it was.
It was with me.
No, you were with.
We
Like-
thought
Yeah.
No. Wait. Oh my gosh.
No.
Bleep.
Bleep. Sorry. It's so hard to talk about this without saying names.
No. So this one ended up sleeping in the
The
room,
floor,
on
yes,
the floor
I
with
remember that.
John, and she was on the bed.
Use different names.
I was like, Levi, Ali.
Levi is.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, huh?
Jason and Josh.
So Jason, I know who Jason is.
Okay, Jason and Josh.
So Josh. No, okay.
Josh. Josh is
Yeah.
Josh.
So
No,
Jason.
I actually heard about this come up though, like the bedroom thing.
I knew it was a bedroom. I knew it was a bedroom thing.
I remember it, and we said I think someone told us to sleep there though.
Yeah. So by the
See,
time,
I didn't know that.
yeah, all I
Yeah.
remember was this one was angry, and we got there not long
Yes,
after.
we arrived
went and got
after.
food.
Yes.
Oh no, we went to the room first, and then we went to go get food.
Yes.
And then when we came back, this one was like, "You're not sleeping in that room. You're sleeping with us." And I was like, "Okay." And then I just followed her, jump on the bed, and then Josh jumps behind me, and then
At the start of John.
Yes.
and then we literally all four of us were sharing a bed, and that's why. I ended, but I remember Maria; she was waiting for me because we always slept together because that one was John.
I didn't know. See, I didn't
No, but I
know.
remember she told me after because I didn't know she was still awake. So she was waiting for me, and then when you said, "Oh no, you're not sleeping there. You're sleeping with us," I was like, "Okay."
So I just fell asleep.
yeah. So she fell asleep.
There you go. See, I didn't know that.
But
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know, but like,
I don't even know what's happening, but yeah.
I swear we said like before we went out, we told each other where we're sleeping.
this must not be thing when we met Bleep.
It is the same
It
night we
can't
met.
be
Bleep.
because she slept there.
Yes, she did.
It was only a 2-bedroom.
She did sleep.
it was a 3
Yes, 3.
because remember, Bleep had a friend,
Yes.
and then
Yes, yes,
Jason ended up.
yes. Okay, yeah, I
Yes.
remember now.
Yes.
Yeah, see, like this, like, so yeah, there was a built up, a lot of shit.
And then obviously when we
And-
went on the trip, there was still that bit of tension on the night of my birthday when we
Oh,
went
yeah,
out.
Yes, because then
birthday.
your
I ended up
birthday.
crying, but I don't even know fucking why.
What was that?
Yeah, no,
Just like
Because
I
I
remember
was
Nana
honestly
called it out.
clueless.
yeah, Nana like called you out.
Yeah, and I
you
didn't
were-
know what to say.
My 21st or her 21st?
Her 21st.
Yeah.
I can't
She
remember.
remember
Was it
she
before?
cried.
The
Yeah.
alcohol. Because you told her, tell Monique to get this alcohol or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and you weren't responding to us or something, and you didn't.
Yeah,
do
and then
it.
she goes,
and
if
she
you
goes,
have a
do you
problem,
have a problem?
yeah.
Like
I
what's the
did.
problem?
I can't remember. See?
But we were in the car. Like
What happened?
No,
Why
was this
didn't we
before we
reply?
went out?
we were going back to
Before
my
we-
house.
to the party bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the body.
So we got,
Body. Body, yaddy, yaddy.
so this was before we actually got to my house to go
So
to the
can I
back,
ask-
pre-drink, and then jump on the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I remember. And then I said, sorry. And then we made up before we got on the bus.
Yeah,
did
we
we?
did. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
yes,
Yeah,
I think
yes.
everyone just got wasted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, you wanna ask?
Yes.
Yeah, but what was the reason?
I honestly don't remember. I think it was the tension.
I think it's just the built up of not being able to tell you.
Mind you, me and her, like, we had the same opinions at the time, like,
Yeah.
with certain things. So we would talk about it, and then I guess being all together, and then we see whatever it is that we had a problem with, I'd just be like, add to the, like, whatever. And then by the time it got to my birthday, I don't know, I guess
I think
I didn't know how
And
to
that I
hide my
think what,
attitude
and
too.
then when it came to the New Zealand part,
Yeah.
when you guys, when we technically you made up, when the argument kind of came out and you brought up it again, I was like, wait, I thought we were good.
Yeah.
So that to me was why I was kind of like confused as why you were still holding a grudge.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't resolved properly.
I think it wasn't because I wasn't.
wasn't resolved
I wasn't
properly.
there. Remember when you had your conversation at the Sears 21st? Remember, you
And I
were in
did
the
call
room.
my sister at the time, and I was like,
I wasn't.
It was like a whole drama. Like,
It
I
was a
called,
whole
I was
drama.
going off.
But I will say I was like, and it's not an excuse, but I just was not in a mindset where I could.
100% you
Deal with your
can't be not in
emotion.
it. Yeah.
I was very,
But that I know that about you, like Sissy. Like, she doesn't know how to let her emotions out, and like, yeah, she can be straight up, but there's certain things that can be triggering to her where she doesn't say, she just keeps it in. Like, it was hard for her to let it out, if that makes sense. I think I don't know what it is, but for my looking in from an outside perspective, I think because it's harder to be like upfront with the people who you care about, than it is not someone. So she can staunch anyone out, like on the boss, someone out here. But I think when it's like us, it's like, shit, like if I was to do this, like it's gonna go, I'm going ham, I'm going ham, and like, is there any turning back from it? But I guess it was just like how you're saying, like it just exploded. Like we did make it like haha, but it wasn't really resolved.
Yeah.
Like it was still
like by New
playing your head,
Zealand, and then everything that happened in New Zealand between me and Maria, because I forgot how it happened, but then she ended up going back with
Yes, I remember
that name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, bleep.
bleep.
Well, yeah, ended up going back because of
Use different names.
okay.
Did you
No, because me and this one were messaging, and she was with that person outside. So how that drama happened was, what's it called? We went and picked up this person for Marie to hang out with, and we were at the house, and she was drinking outside with that person, and we were inside with my family playing poker, and me and you were messaging back and forth.
Yes. I remember this.
And then I started saying shit like, "Oh, wish you were here," blah blah blah. Like, I was basically saying I would have rather Monique here on the trip.
Oh, but we didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Instead
of Maria.
Oh wait, was it on our three-way chat? No.
Oh, okay. We didn't have a group chat.
No, it was.
We did.
No. Remember, we had
find
each
out?
other's logins at the time.
Oh.
So you were seeing all the messages come through. Oh. And my dumbass, obviously, like, I don't remember. So you're reading everything.
Yeah.
And then I think I clicked somehow. And then I knew, because when I walked out, she was already like upset.
Mind you, I was a bit drunk as well. Like, so it took, like, I was reading it and we were getting a bit rowdy because of it. Like outside when me and her, I was like, what the fuck? Like, and it kind of just like, you know, and then I think that's when you came outside because you're like, what's like all the ruckus?
Yeah.
Like, and then, that's kind of when it.
When I take a step back now, when I think of, I know how to word it. I think at the time, you were still discovering yourself as a person, and we weren't able to see at the time that that's how Maria is.
Yeah.
Because Maria's a snappy person in the sense where she just talks like it's like no thought, if that makes sense. Like it comes out straight. Like, and sometimes like for us, because we know that's how Maria is. It's fine now. But at that time, I was like, this fucking little shit. Like, that's honestly how I thought. Like, because we didn't know how to process her moment of
when
this is actually how Maria
Yeah.
is. And it's not that she's a fucking little shit. It's just,
No.
It's just the information you got at that time.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Because we didn't know how to process
because
it.
Nell and so used to it. They're sisters.
Yeah.
She grew up with it. She doesn't see any different. But for us, because we're always, I
Yes.
think also the problem is we were always together.
Yes.
All the time. Like, especially me, I'll come after work to their house straight away.
She lived down the road,
Basically.
like literally at the end of the street. Like it was just a minute drive.
Yes.
I think for me, it was kind of like, if I am like that around you, then I see you as a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know, and I love you. Like now we know that that's how she is.
Yeah.
But we at the time didn't get to see it.
Yes.
And we at that time we were just like it was full on for me.
Because I literally was like, where's this coming from?
Yeah, of course.
felt like I
of
was-
course.
You know?
Oh yeah, because I don't know when you called me. I have no idea when
She
I
called
came
straight away.
She called you basically when she was already like
out.
leaving.
Ah,
Bag was in the car and
no, but then how did I get?
You
Oh,
called me,
no.
cuz, remember? And I was in bed, and this is just like,
Because did you tell me what was?
the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went off. Like when I go off, I
She
go
went
off.
off. She went off.
I'm like literally like I'm really like cheerful and everything, but it takes a lot for me to go off.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like siblings and all that stuff. Like,
and Maria,
Yes.
especially. Like,
Yes.
Maria
I
is
was-
Nana's weak point.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
When I was in, I was like shaking my head. Like, yeah, woohoo! I was like, yes, feeling myself. And then I was like,
All of a sudden-
she's like, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, Cynthia's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I gotta go. I ran outside and I was just like, I was on the phone because I forgot that I was on the phone with you. I was like, what the fuck? And then Maria called me, I think, and then I was going off at Sia.
yeah.
I was saying, Maria, you okay? I was like, don't fucking touch her.
I don't think you had told me yet. Like, I think the messages had gone through and it all happened live. I got the call from her first. And then I remember reaching out, like, what's going on? Like, because it was obviously all happening live.
Drink.
Tissue.
Oh, tissue.
Because it was all happening live in that moment, I was literally like half asleep. So when Nana was calling me, I was like, wait, why are you yelling? Like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah, what do you remember? I
I
don't
just
even
remember telling you, like, I don't actually know what's going on. Like, let me, like,
Figure it out.
what's going on. And then I think Sia told me or some shit. And then I don't think we got to talk.
No.
Because I think yous were going
We were
back
already
and
doing
forth.
our...
And when I got back,
I don't think we talked
we
at
didn't
all.
talk because you guys,
But then she already knew, she
that
saw your name.
name.
So she
So
assumed-
I associated like, why is Monique taking her side?
Yeah.
I don't understand why she's feeling some type of way. Like, what
yeah.
the fuck did I do to Monique?
Yep.
And
Yeah, and then when you guys were like, me and Nana, like, wait, since when did Monique and Regina come close?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's what we were like, not sure, because it was like all this
of
information
nowhere.
No, like no one told
like
us
yeah,
any
to the point
information.
where of
we're
like
like-
It
me
was
and
weird.
her being
It was fucking
close.
weird. I was like, that's my
awkward-
best friend.
Yeah.
It's my cousin. And like, what the fuck? Like, it just blew out and you're just like, it was just weird in the sense because it was very weird because one time I saw a story where you were catching it from Walleye Creek and she was holding Carson and you put a video up. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's just crazy. What's happening here? Like, and it was just those, I think that was what hurt most. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Like, you would drop, you know, us for, like, at the time, I'm just saying, how
you felt.
how did you, like, you know, there was no asking us, like, what's
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
okay? It was,
Yeah.
that's why I said, we were stupid and idiots back then. Like, everyone was just
We
oblivious.
just straight cut. Like we cut.
Just
Like
dumb.
Like no one actually spoke. So
But-
for me, like that's how
That's-
I saw it.
yeah.
I was like, wait, I've been attacked. I've been hurt. Why are they fucking
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
being bestie now?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
where's the explanation? Like
Yeah.
I'm still left out in the dark because in my head,
You don't know what you did.
I'm oblivious. Like I literally did like how you guys said, oh, her attitude. I kid you not, I could not even tell you that
Yeah.
I was doing that because
Yeah.
that was me. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if you weren't, you know, and I was like, wait,
Like,
what
if you went straight up with it and say, hey, your attitude.
yeah,
that's
and
why
then I'm like,
hurt.
oh, okay, sorry guys, but
Yeah.
I honestly did not think that I
Yeah.
did anything wrong.
Yeah.
So when it happened, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And I just kind of like, wait, why am I getting bullied right now?
You had
And-
no idea what was happening. Yeah.
And mind you, this
Like the
was so
underlying stuff.
hard because even though I saw her most because she literally lived down the road.
Road, yeah.
But we like us, like she's the godmother of my son. And she literally came over every week religiously to come and see my kid.
Yes.
I like so that little gap. How long was it for? Was it for long? It wasn't like a couple of months.
It was a couple of months.
Was it a couple months?
Couple months.
Because it dragged out to New Year's. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yes.
Oh yes, you went to New Year's, and then that's
Thing's house.
wait. So when did you go to New Zealand?
Before that,
November.
November,
So
and
a
then-
month,
yeah,
a month or 2 months.
about 2 months.
But that was long. Like that was long because we saw each other every weekend or during the week after work. So we'd meet up and like they'd
And
come
you guys
over.
were meant to be there that night, but it fell through.
Heard.
What did we do for New Year?
One night.
She invited to
Oh no, yes, we were meant to go there because she was
Invite,
said person.
Wasn't trying to invite you guys to come.
You're
just write on the whiteboard.
Why are we doing this?
Louisa, it's fine. It's fine. Louisa's okay.
No,
Louisa's
but why
okay.
didn't
we
I
didn't
go?
go because we got wasted.
You got wasted, but also you knew that
Where?
we were there.
Yeah.
No, so we were actually gonna go.
Yes.
We did it. We were actually gonna go, and I was just like, "Fuck it! Like, let's just go." And if they say something, we'll just talk and whatever. Whatever it leads to, it leads to. But remember, we had so much alcohol.
Was this
Night.
when
Remember that was
Adelaide?
and Carson was there. Remember?
Oh, yes, that's why
We did it. So we were just like whoever we spent our New Year's with.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh fuck it, like let's just stay
yeah,
home
'cause
because
mind
we
you-
wanted to go. We
Yes,
wanted to go, and we are
yes.
just like, fuck it.
I remember
we know they're there.
because my cousins from New Zealand, they came
Yes.
for Christmas and New
Yes.
Year's.
I remember that. I
Yeah,
remember.
and then I was like, oh, I already made plans with this one. You are more than welcome to come. She said
just
that's fine, but she was like,
I think it boiled over
yeah,
the
and
New
then-
Year's.
No, because Louisa then told us,
Oh yeah, her
told her.
yeah,
version
And
of it.
that was like, I kind of was shocked because I was like, no way.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because you didn't know about Josh. Did you know about Josh?
Yes, what?
Oh yeah.
Was that what?
No.
No.
No, in New
Oh.
Zealand.
I don't know what.
What you're talking about?
Louisa, she told us that
Oh, she found out
How-
what happened in New Zealand
New
from
Zealand,
you.
how you're like, don't give her money, don't, like to your family, you're telling
Yeah.
them, don't spend money on her. Like, kind of like, and we're like, wait,
I
what?
don't remember this. Oh, I remember something was said to Louisa.
No, Louisa said it to
Yeah,
us.
Louisa said. Sorry, there was something that.
Yes,
went
I
on.
remember.
And it was just like, even on the trip, there was hostility, but at the same time, I'm so stupid and like I was so naive and in my own head that even though it was hostility like there, it didn't, like, I didn't register as I was the problem. Like,
Here, the thing is, you weren't the problem. I was the problem. I actually was.
I think
And
it was
I can
just-
honestly
yeah.
admit that, especially now in the mindset that I have now. I just was not a happy person. Like, and I projected 100% on everyone around me without realizing, obviously. at the time.
exactly. Yeah.
But like, everything became a problem in my life at that time because
Yeah.
I just wasn't okay. I don't know what it was. I was going through something mentally or whatever, but whatever it was, it just projected on my relationships, not only at home, but like my girls as well.
Yeah.
So I did that to myself, 100%. I can admit that because obviously we got to the point where we all like, you all didn't speak to, like, we all like went out separate
That's what
ways,
we. Yeah.
which
So-
we will get
no,
to.
because that's what you didn't know about her.
Yeah, I didn't know
So when,
that
because
had happened to
this was
Louisa.
all new information, and
Yeah.
so when I was told this, it clicked. All that like hostility while I was on the trip, I was like,
That's
it
why,
makes sense.
yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I didn't know how deep she actually went.
Yeah.
like, to
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
like go that far. Because to me, I was like, oh, again, like I paid my trip.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
spending
yeah,
time
yeah.
with
I was
you.
very ungrateful.
And
I'll tell you that.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Like, she's
yeah.
so
And,
ungrateful.
and also, like, I think
was like-
also with me being a best friend, not me not being there, and then my relationship
We
with her
were
cousin
so
happened
close.
quick.
I know that you guys were best friends, but when you moved to John, like we were literally doing our
Close,
car
yes.
drives.
We were doing our own.
We were doing our own
Wait,
thing. We were
yeah.
talking about shit, like random shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We were, and
you
know,
would sleep over.
Yeah, I would sleep over. Like we'll
Like,
like
by default, they were besties. So like we're kind of like the same person.
So,
like,
Our own bond.
correct.
So that's why I kind of like was like, what happened?
Yeah. I can admit that I was the problem. You were never the problem. You were who you were, which obviously we know now.
Yeah.
So
Older,
obviously
you are who you are.
Yeah.
It's never
That's how we
any
realize.
kind of offense or anything now. But at the time, I don't know. I was just, I guess I was looking for issues without even realizing I was looking for issues in my life. And nothing in my life was ever going right. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
like everything just exploded.
Yeah.
Friendships, family, whatever. Like, and I was the problem. I knew I was. Oh well, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. That's a different story. If I knew I was the problem and I didn't. So rewind.
You knew you had problems going on with yourself.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Obviously, not at the time. I didn't know like how bad it was.
Yes, because no one
Personally.
really knows.
No.
I guess.
I thought I was. I don't know. I just was living.
Yeah.
To live. I guess.
Yeah.
No direction.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't like. I'm having issues at home. I'm gonna always go out with my friends. 'Cause,
Yes.
like they're always there. And
Yes.
then obviously we spend a lot of time together.
together.
I was always at your house every single day.
Yes.
As soon as I
Yes.
finish
Yeah.
work, I'm going to their house, and even if we're just sitting there,
Or I'm going to yours.
or you're coming over, and we
Yeah.
even if we're just sitting there on our phones and just laughing at random stuff,
Yep.
whatever. I think also spending so much time together,
Also,
we didn't
was-
have any boundaries
Yeah.
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 with each other.
Yes.
So we didn't know what, I guess,
What overstepped?
overstepping
Yeah.
and what you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to like get because we're all growing together.
Yeah.
We're still also trying to get to know each other in a different.
Yes.
And it growing up.
Yeah. Because I think.
This was, guys, this is not just recent. This happened
Years ago.
Oh yeah.
7 years ago.
Years
7
ago.
years.
Oh,
Wow, really?
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Because
In
it was past
2018.
20.
2018. 7 years.
Yeah, around the
6-7 years ago.
But like, yeah, there was a stint. We didn't talk, and then obviously we had it. There was a New Year's party that went down. We were invited, but we did our own thing, and they actually ended up going. And that there was a mutual person there that ended up saying things, and obviously that was like the water that
Yeah.
tipped. What are you saying?
The straw that broke the camel's back.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
And then we actually had a confrontation. We actually
Yes. At the rat house. At the rat house.
I have to.
Danny was there. Danny was there, sitting in the corner. And
This
John.
was so funny because
and John.
at the time, no, I think there was unsaid beef, unspoken, not beef, but
Yeah,
drama.
beef, like just shit.
But I think the way I just thought about it for me was just go about my day. It is what it is. I'm not going to call them out. Nothing. Like everyone just each to their own.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a phone. That was the start of my era of like breaking phones. She must have messaged me and I didn't get the text. And it was to meet up. And then she got cut because I didn't respond. And she took it as, oh, this bitch is initiating beef.
Oh,
And then
yes, I think
I'm having a nap. Literally having a nap.
Keep going.
Literally,
You're
you remember
getting
now?
me- Oh, kind of, but keep going. Keep going.
I know what you're talking about because I remember what happened.
A nap with my baby at home.
Oh, and that's when you bring her with you, right?
No.
Oh, no.
No,
we
this
met
is
up.
leading up to it.
Okay.
I'm having a nap, and then I just hear my phone going off. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I see Moana's calling, my sister.
Yeah.
And Moana's calling me.
Oh, I posted it on Instagram.
Because I didn't respond.
Yes, at Alto.
She posted a picture of me. Was it a picture of me? Yes. And she's like, this fake bitch.
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember.
You know what? I didn't care because she said fake bitch. And I was like,
I didn't say fat. I didn't say fat.
yeah, she said,
I said fake.
and she said, this fake bitch.
I was like, I can't believe I forgot. Yeah, I remember.
I was just, and then she posted
Me.
a selfie of Sia.
And she called me a catfish. And I was like,
Yeah, but she's like, no, I remember her doing it because she goes, if they want my fucking attention, I'm gonna get their fucking attention. And
Oh,
that's what she
I
did.
go low.
The way I found out, so that's you found out.
That was how I found out. Because then Moana's calling my phone, and I'm like, Moana never calls. Like we're close at the stage we are now, but at that time, my sister never called me for shit. Like
Yeah, it's like it's an emergency.
yeah, it's an emergency, kind of like how Cynthia was to you guys at that time.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Oh my god, I forgot it. Oh, I'm so
and
sorry.
then Sia messages or calls me somehow, and then she's like, bitch, did you see that? And I was just like, no, what are you talking about? Because you didn't tag me.
I
You
didn't.
were already blocked or whatever.
Yeah, I think we were blocked.
Yes.
And Moana sent me the screenshot.
Yes.
And I was just like,
I can't believe I forgot that.
Mind you.
Oh, wait. Boy, John at the time like, take it down. Take it down. Yes.
It got removed. Like,
Yes, because he's like, take it down. What are you doing? I was like, what? You don't know.
Yeah. I remember how I found out because I was just minding my business at home, and then I got a call from Luca, my cousin in New Zealand.
Oh,
And I'm like,
because I was public
Like we
then.
we always message. Like she never calls me directly, and she's like, I just need to tell you something. I'm like, tell me what? What's going on? And she's like, have you checked?
You know,
Instagram?
and then you go.
She goes, have you checked Instagram lately? I'm like, check for what? And then she sent me a screenshot because obviously I was blocked. Oh, I don't know how I checked, but I got the screenshot, and I was like, what the fuck? Of all the things that she said, she called me crash.
I needed attention. I was like, I need to fucking go low.
but she didn't know that I didn't have that number or whatever number she messaged was an old one. So I never got the message.
Because when we all ended up speaking, I'm like, I did. I missed. You're like, oh no. And then we like resolved. Like, and then
she apologized straight away. Like, 'cause I ended up messaging. And what were you going to say?
I got a random message. Remember, that was the time I got a random message from someone saying, you're a slut, you're a bitch, you're a fucking slut.
That wasn't me.
And we thought it was Monique. Remember?
yes.
We thought it was Monique. And
But
it was actually like
things.
like your
Jason's
Jason's family.
Was it a fake?
sister.
I think it was her sister.
Oh,
younger
that was a
sister.
fake picture. I was
Yes.
following all of us.
Yes.
Oh.
And then you found out it was like Jason's sister.
Yes.
And I was like, who's this fucking bitch? First of all,
She knew a lot. She knew a lot. That's why I was scared. I was like,
like
what?
who?
Yeah.
And that's so random that she knew a lot.
Because Jason and Josh talk.
And she'd be listening.
They literally talk to her like
Oh.
no.
I'm like, I've
because
never met her in my life. Who the
they're
fuck
like
are you?
they're like
And then you nearly went and like told her off and like, because we were good then.
Yeah,
But
so
going
I
back.
get that,
Yeah.
and Moana was ready to fight you. Like Moana is like
ride or
Sisters are-
die,
yeah,
ride or
she's-
die.
yeah.
she me and her beef, but
Yes.
when we have our arguments,
It's like
but
sisters. We'll
yeah.
always have sisters.
She literally was
understands,
ready. She's like, "Do you want me to pull out?" And I was like, "No, let me just take a step back." 'Cause
She thinks logic.
I was like,
Me and
I need
Moana
a
are the kind of
process.
like the hot. No, I'm not a hothead. Like if I need to be, I will just. If I'm angry, I won't think and I'll just say. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh my god.
and it took me back because it came from Nana.
Yes.
And that's why I needed to take a step back. I still messaged Petty, but I was like, just take a step back and before going with insults. And I was like, we can meet up face to face.
Yep.
I don't care. Like, let's just get this shit over and done with. I don't know why the fuck we're going, like, because for me, it was just like, I had separated, like, for me, I'm so good at, like, ghosting you. Like, I will ghost you. You will know you never existed in my life. Like, and these girls know that.
It was like a long time coming, right? It was just.
It's like a long-awaited meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, and mind you, my partner's like a clown, right? He's like, are you guys gonna fight? And I just want to come and just watch and sit. Well, we got there and everyone was crying. Like, it was literally just, I think we needed to have it out. And I think now that we're older enough and we take a step back, now you can understand where we're coming from. Because I think we spoke it out, but I don't think you really saw what we meant. Like, now that I can say now confidently that we didn't know. Now we know who you are, but that personality was you, just you being you. And we didn't know how to bring it up to you without you getting cut or thing. But now we're comfortable enough to be like, bitch.
Yep.
We just know each other now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like now compared to back then, we have boundaries without having to
Yes.
say we have
Yes.
boundaries, like
Yes.
with how we deal with each other,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think, it was really emotional that time when we were all letting it out. And I think that's when Monique realized
A lot of it was miscommunication.
miscommunication.
A lot
Then
of
she
it.
realized, oh shit, you need to apologize. And then I think Sia was just being stubborn, like, no, I'm not. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I don't know.
And that's why we cut it off, because Monique saw, like, oh, okay, so you're not going to say sorry. So you are the issue. We're saying it, but you're not saying sorry. And then that's when we all cut off. That's how we cut. That's how we cut off for so long. It was like, how long? I don't know.
No, not at that time. At that time, we spoke about and we were good. Just remember, we were
more
good.
towards the Bali thing.
That's when it was.
You were kind of like not,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like
it was
and then we're
Bali.
like, nah, she's being a bit weird. Like she's not, you know, being interactive. Like what's
yeah.
And then that's when we.
Because we wanted you to come, and Wilson came that time.
So we were cool. We were all good.
So we had that meeting.
Yeah.
And then we all obviously like spoke about everything. And
Yes.
then
Put our, yeah.
Kind of got heated a little bit.
I got heated. Because maybe when I remember I stood up, I was like, what? Standing up.
And then, we all kissed and made up, and it was fine. And then we knew, like, I think that was the start of us knowing what each other's boundaries are and whatever. And then I think also knowing when something's wrong.
Yeah.
So we were all good and everything. We did like heaps of things. I moved out to St. Mary's.
Yes.
The quickest 6 months of my life.
Yes.
And we, did family, our group was tight.
Yep.
Like our group was tight. Then we planned a trip to Bali.
And you better talk to me nicely. Next to blow, little bitch, I might be.